And I hope all of you who are sitting here with aspirations clear this time. Okay, so I'll start with, so my primary focus of doing anything in a class would be towards that. No, you have to clear. Rest of the things goes secondary. Okay, so many of the things, if I say, I don't have any vengeance towards anyone or any material or something like that. I'm going to talk about how to clear. Okay, simple as that. And it's going to be a long process. It's not going to be one day. Okay, in one day, if I say how do you clear this exam, it's not going to be appropriate for UPSC as an examination. Okay, so it's going to be a very slow process. Okay, slow and steady process. So today I'm going to uh, today I will give this brief orientation. Okay, it's going to be an introduction class where I'm going to talk about how this UPSC you have to approach for the next 6-7 months, something like that. So where is the destination date? May 24. May la? Okay, May 24. So towards this, how are we going to reach is what I'm going to talk. I will keep it brief. So, okay. Okay. So first, you have to know, people who have already known me will know a little bit of what I'm going to say now, but I'm going to, generally give a brief overview. Okay. So first you have to know this evolution of first thing you have to know for preliminary examination is what is the cutoff. Okay, in any competitive examination, please think about it. Any competition, you take CAT, you take whatever examination that you are going to write from now. Please think about it. First, go to the cutoff. First, think about, it is a different cutoff. So for general, it is a different cutoff. OBC, EWS, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. You have the mark of you. Okay, don't think about others. Don't think about the point that, okay, this is something different for everyone. No, you have your goal as your cutoff. So I'm going to talk about that. Then I'm going to talk about the methodology or methods that I want you to adopt, from today. Please think about it. It's kind of what to say, it's an obsessive compulsive disorder, UPSC. Okay, you know that obsessive compulsive disorder, there is a disorder. I don't want to demean any psychiatric meaning. I'm just, using something. It's an obsession. See, if you have to be obsessed with the syllabus, not, briefly reading, everyday reading, sir, I have read this chapter, I have read that chapter. No, and the link group la, okay. So please think about it. Don't think of this examination. See, and one more thing, I'm not eulogizing an examination. See, I'm not saying that UPSC is the greatest exam. No, I'm saying you have come for, getting a job. So what you have to do, that's it. I'm not saying UPSC is the most important. There are so many other important things in life and examinations. Okay. So an obsession. So I will talk about the methods. Second, methods. Finally, I will talk about the pattern that we are going to adopt in XINSHENG'25. So three things. And finally, if you have any doubts, so we will split it like this. If you have any doubts as to, UPSC preliminary examination or mains examination, or in general, how do you prepare books, anything, you keep it for the last. Okay, so in the last, you tell me, I'll clarify on that. So first, I'll go to this evolution. You have to, okay, first you have to understand how the cutoff has changed. Okay, do you know the cutoff? See, this already, that's the point. Already I would have discussed in some other classes, but generally, genuinely asking, do you know the cutoff last time? Cutoff 75. La? So, see, and go in this route. All your revision, all your understanding should be from, okay, 2024. I do not think they have, I mean, they will release it later, but I'm not sure about the cutoff. I'll give an approximate number, but I'll keep that aside because we don't have the official number. You have to know 2023, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, okay, 17, maybe 16. Okay, I'll just give a brief of that. See, you have to understand one thing. Okay, there are, the examination changes in sequences. You have to know that whatever people are suggesting, prediction material, important concepts, what is that, marathon, current affairs, all of this fit before 2012. Please understand that, it's not like, see, some students come and tell me, see, yesterday also, not yesterday, I think a week ago, one of the guys in my gym, he came to me and said that examination has changed drastically. That's why I'm not, see, examination, there has been no change in this examination. First, please clarify on that. See, I know this examination personally since 2010. I have solved these question papers since 2010. Before 2010, I'm not going to go because, as I said, the examination, there will be a saying, paradigm shift. See, this happens sequentially. Maybe the next paradigm shift will be around 2030. 2030, when India enters that, there will be a shift in a different way. I do not know what way. Difference, what they think is that in asking questions, people think that the examination has changed. No, 1 only, 2 only. That is not the change I am talking about. Change which I am talking about is that before 2010, I'll show you a question paper maybe a little later. 2010, there will be direct questions. What is a deflation? They will ask, what is a deflation? Who is Puttapati Sainath, something like that name? Where did G20 happen? You get this idea? There used to, see, this is before. You have to understand this. You have to clearly, because why I say is that when I came to preparation, so I came to preparation around 2009. I still have my notes. Maybe I'll show you. G20, BRICS, I think BRICS came in 2009. Okay, BRICS, other organizations, if they have a summit, what I would do initially is that I would have a tabular column. I would put G20, some Kyoto. Okay, so something like that. But if you see, this was the time. See, I used to prepare in this point. All my notes used to be like that. But have you seen a question like BRICS happened in such and such place? G20 happened in such and such place. Have you seen any question here? See, questions and all in the class, we'll see. Don't worry. I'm just asking you, have you ever seen a question like recently G20 happened this way? I have never seen. Okay, but I did prepare that. I did prepare that. This is one. Second, I used to prepare names. For example, SBI chairman, ICICI chairman, there was a controversy. I do not know whether you know this. Chanda Kochar, there was a person, ICICI chairman. I seriously remember noting down the name because she was appointed at that time. ICICI chairman. Now she's not. I don't think she's the chairman. Some allegations, corruption allegations has happened. Chanda, I used to note down Chanda Kochar. SBI chairman, I used to note down the name. Okay, this was the preparation mode. in this period, this was, I came at 2009, until 2012, I used to do that. I used to prepare. I used to get current affairs, some, current affairs note. I used to read paper a lot, paper a lot. Then I used to get this current affairs. Then I used to mark all these things. Not only me, many of the people who were preparing at that time, we used to read current affairs. It was Vajiram's current affairs. Okay, Vajiram's current affairs. It used to be 100 rupees. Okay, but sincerely, I saw that after this, none of the questions, types of questions. See, it's not one only, two only. That's not a type. I'm saying the way a question. So today they ask a question like, what is the significance of US federal rate cuts? There used to be a question on who was the chairman of House of Representatives in UPSC, sorry, in USA. You get this? There is a difference in question. There used to be, I used to note that down. There is a question. There used to be a question. Who is the, so now elections have happened in USA. If it was 2010, I would have noted down who and all, are going to be the House of Representative. Who is going to be, for example, who is going to be the, in that, Foreign Secretary, Defense Secretary. I used to note down Donald Rumsfeld. There was a person, when I used to prepare during the Bush administration or something like that. Have you ever seen a question like, who is the Treasury Secretary? Who is the RBI Governor? Have they asked a question? 2018, there is a question like Monetary Policy Committee. What is the significance of that committee? You get this idea? So this transition, you have to get it into your mind very clearly. Very, very clearly. See, this is where whole problem arises. This is where, see, people put the blame in Tamil. Hindi. Whether Hindi has to be there or not, that's a different discussion. The question paper has to be in all the languages. I don't deny that. But Hindi is not the reason for decline in the entry towards preliminary examination. It is because we are stuck in this mode. We are stuck in this mode, and it's a compulsive disorder. I told you, right? UPSC is a obsessive compulsive disorder. What happens is that once you come to this examination, people suggest you this only. Read this material, read this prediction material. If you please think about it, if you go towards that, you are not even close to the examination. See, I come here for clearing this examination. I have to go back with the intention that I did something good. But if you are going towards a different direction, how are you going to clear this exam? There has to, see, and one more thing. Prelims should not be repeated multiple times. Meaning is that mains, yes. Okay, mains, I will tell you, because 1,000 seats only, final seats, there is a lot of competition in mains. Okay, all will be equally competent. Okay, all of the people who are writing mains are equally competent. There will be a lot of issues that I have to, individually change. For you, I have to change. You will have some mistakes in your optional or something like that. For individual point, that is. That can, multiple times, not multiple means 2 or 3 times. Multiple means not like 10 times, 2 or 3 times. But prelims should not go more than 2 or 3 times. You get this idea? Because if it is going beyond, if we are not able to clear beyond 2 times, let us assume that, then there is a mistake that we have done in our preparation. I am not saying out of arrogance that I cleared, that's why you are not like that. I have seen all my friends. See, many of the people I have seen since that's the point I'm saying. Since the time 2010, I have seen the people clearing this exam. What they did, how they did, I have seen them up close and personal. Many of them are in service. They would not, maybe one time, first time you are preparing for this examination in your, what is that, PCM batch or something like that, right? PCM batch, used to be one class per day. Used to be. See, I also attended PCM. So it was not PCM. So at that time, it was not called as PCM. It was called as batch. Okay, now prelims means batch. Okay. It used to be one class in one day. Now, how many classes do you know that people attend? Do you know how many classes they attend? Chuma, generally asking. 2, 3, then optional, then CSAT. See, I have never attended this many classes in my engineering college. It was a 4-year degree course, or my friends are in MBBS. Yes, or sorry, where old. Now they are doctors, but they used to be in MBBS college. They never attended this many lectures. So what is the point? See, you think about it. You are preparing correctly. Sorry, you are preparing, but whether it is correct, whether your time spent is correctly done in the necessary things towards it. When you do that slowly and steadily, that itself takes two years. What I'm saying is that going in the correct direction to come towards this exam itself will take two years. But if we go in a wrong direction, you're going behind, 2010, 2005. So people keep saying, I cleared in that 2004, 2005. It was an altogether different exam, completely different. What they did, how they prepared, their means of preparation, completely different. Now they used to read like 5-6 papers and all. 2008, 5-6 papers. Do you know why we don't have to read 5-6 papers now? Why they read 6 papers? Media. Okay. See, today is information age. They did not have information age. Okay, they have to collect it. You get this idea? So their job was 5 papers, 6 papers. They will read. They used to read Reader's Digest. Have you seen? I have seen. See, that Anna is an IPS now. He is an assistant commissioner now. I know how he prepared. He's an assistant commissioner now. Okay, I have said that. I have said this name also. Yeah, I know how he prepared. He used to prepare Reader's Digest and all. It was 2008, 2007. Reader's Digest. I think now it is not coming. Reader's Digest that Anna used to be marking like names of the country, capital, population, flora, fauna, things like that he used to mark. Now you don't have to do that. Now everything is in the internet. Yeah, now everything is in your book. They are not also going to ask you the population of a country. They used to ask. But now what they are asking, which of the following countries do you think is facing a demographic dividend crisis? Which is facing this total fertility rate crisis? 2 years ago, they gave 4 countries. Your understanding of today's article. Today, there is an article. Have you seen? I do not know. Hindu paper. If you read that article, one article, you can answer 2 questions in 2022. That one article. Today's question. Today article is total fertility rate decline in southern states and in comparison to European countries and Russia and something like that. If you have read that, understood that, you would attend 2 questions. So your full concentration should be towards your optional and your GS understanding. You get this idea? Not towards prediction, not towards marathon, not towards anything. And one more thing, you have to prepare in your heart that you will read obsessively. See, you cannot wait for somebody to, tell you, sir, this portion they have not taught me. No, that's not the case. Here, you only have to read. In your optional, especially your optional, please don't wait for anybody to teach you a topic. If they teach you, well and good. Okay, take the concept, prepare well. If they don't teach you, it's your responsibility. You get this idea? Please don't think that I'm in the, see, I'm okay. See, next 6 months on the obsessive compulsive disorder in a good way. Now you see here, I'll show you the, see, I'll tell you the cutoff, general cutoff I'll use. General cutoff I'll use. OBC, see, it varies. EWS, it varies. But general cutoff, have it in your mind, and then your cutoff. In 2023, do you know how much was the cutoff? 75, I think 70, approximate 75, 74. See, and one more thing, before this, there was 150 questions. Okay, before this, 150 questions. That's why, see, 150 questions, 3 hours. I think 3 hours. 3 hours or 2 hours, I forgot. Okay, I forgot that. 150 questions, I think 2 hours. Now, 100 questions, 2 hours. So the logic was that these will be like, one-word questions, just remembering questions. They used to ask, for example, Nandan Nilekani. You know the Nandan Nilekani? Do you know? Do you know a person called as Nandan Nilekani? No? No. Do you know Aadhaar? Who created that? Aadhaar is a Aadhaar card is there, but who created that? Infosys, do you know? Narayana Murthy, do you know? In Infosys, there are, 6 people are there. Nandan Nilekani was one of the person. Narayana Murthy is also an important person. So 7 people are there. In that, Nandan Nilekani was there. So Dr. Manmohan Singh at that time, 2009, I think, he called for Nandan Nilekani. He made him, I think he gave him a cabinet rank or something like that, head of Aadhaar. This was asked. Who was Nandan Nilekani? Sorry, Nandan, I do not know how to pronounce Nandan Nilekani. Yeah. Now they will ask you, what is the importance or difference between National Population Register and Aadhaar? Which of the following is true? Now, who created that? What created? No. What is the significance of that? What is a population register and an Aadhaar? For this, you need a very clear understanding. That comes by continuously reading newspaper. Okay, so you see it here. See how now I'll say how the cutoff has changed. So I will see, and now it is 100 questions. So 100 questions. How many questions we need? 75, no? 37, 9, 37, 9, 37. Okay, 37, have it. 2022, I will say. 2022, it was 88. Okay, so how much is it? 44. Okay, 44. 2021, again 88. So 44. 2020, it was 92. So 46. Okay, 46. 2019, do you know how much? See, this was my last prelims. So my favorite prelims. So I wrote it. So it has a favorite spot in my mind. So 2019, do you know how much? It was 49. 49 cutoff. That is, see, general cutoff. See, I am speaking about the general number. Okay, 2018 also 49. These 2 years I very clearly remember because these 2 years were my last 2 attempts. Okay, so I very well remember this was 49, 49. This was 2016. You see the change? Okay, this is where, for example, See, this evolution, why this PT 365 became important, you should know. PT 365, or at the time, it was not the inside secure which is today present. It was a little, liberal. Now it's, so much of unnecessary thing. This was the time in which I told you, right? We used to read, what is that? Vajiram. Vajiram, it was 100 rupees. See, 2009, I'm saying. 2009, monthly 100 rupees. Okay, frontline and all was 15 rupees. I think it is frontline. How much today? Frontline. Have you Hindu frontline? You have done it? See, I used to read that and all. I used to have all these things, See, others are like, it's an obsession. No, you have to have an obsession. It was 15 rupees, but that was 100 rupees. Okay. There used to be one more thing which was called as Chronicle. That also was 100 rupees or something like that. It used to be, very huge and heavy. Things like that. See, what happened was, they used to have it for 100 rupees. Then came Vision and Insight. So Insight and all, 2014. It was the time when Madan Gauri became very, very prominent. Okay, that is the time of YouTube. So Madan Gauri, even today, Madan Gauri and Irfan, you go and see their videos. When did they put their first video? It was 2014. Okay, 2014. That's the time when the transition towards this happens. That's where Vision and Insight came. That's where what they did, instead of giving it for 100 rupees, they just uploaded it in the website. So I don't have to read. See, I don't have to buy 100 rupees. Why do I have to spend? Now no one, I don't think any. Now they print it out. 180 rupees, 200 rupees, they print it out. I asked, for example, I think there is a prediction material and all. I asked how much it is. 180 rupees. 180, yeah. See, why do you have to print it? Now the point is that, so they had this, uploaded in the website. In this year, I do not know why or what was the reason. In this year, the question resembled PT 365. See, look at the cutoff, 56. One of my friend, junior, he scored 70. 70, other 140 without reading PT 365. See, I scored around 65 or something. I also did not read PT 365 that year. But what happened? You think about what happened. In this point is where, see, it resembled a little. If you go back, you go and check the question paper. Check the question paper. In all these question papers, this question paper would be different. It would be okay, good question paper. It would be different. So once it resembled, this became an explosion. So everyone was like, we need to read PT 365. All the things are from PT 365. See, I did not read PT 365 that day. I scored 65. My friend did not read PT 365. He scored 70. So what correlation does a PT 365 has to the number of marks that you score? Nowhere is it connected. You get this idea? But then UPSC understood. Then if you see, these are not tough questions. These are not tough questions. These are understanding analysis based questions. You get this idea? That's why cutoff will be 49, 49, 46, 44, 44, 37. Now they have also added, so for example, from this point, they've also added this 1 only, 2 only, 3 only. Okay, this is a change. Okay, this is a change that they have brought about. See, from here. Here also there was a chance of, if you know one of the 3 options, you would be able to answer it better. But now everything you have to be clear. You get this idea? And this was a change. I hope, I think you, there was a meeting that we had with the people who cleared. In that, one of the person told this. See, in this meeting, there was a meeting of all the cabinet secretaries, all these secretaries. They discussed what changes have to be brought now, because in this period, 2016 to this period, as I told you, vision became very important. Ashwini, okay, and the vision PT 365 materials became important. And also one more thing, you know, became important. It was the use of tricks. You know, only, all, some, organism. See, I can go on and tell 100 things. In the paper, I know that there are 100 things. But I also know sincerely that I cannot teach you this and make you clear this exam. Okay, there was an Ayushman Bharat question and NALSA question. NALSA, okay, NALSA, National Legal Services Authority. Three things they have given, and they said that NALSA Legal Services Authority for all are eligible. Is it true? So according to this, all are not. See, all are wrong. That's the trick, right? All are wrong. Today I will give one more question. Ayushman Bharat above 70 applies to all. True though. See, these are not things. UPSC understood that. What I am saying is that these things that people sell it out through all these tricks, UPSC also saw. They had this meeting. In the meeting, they discussed. They are saying like all, not only. Then they changed. So what has happened consequentially is that the number of questions that you need to clear has automatically come down. You don't have to know all the, you don't have to know all these things. You just have to know the basic understanding. You get this idea? I think this time how much did I say? I forgot. I forgot the question. This time I think 88. Okay. 44. 88% had cleared. 88. In the batch she was there. She had cleared. She has written mains. 88. Upon 44. Sorry. Okay, 88, 44. So look at 5 years average. See, this is where you have to hit. Very simple. That's it. This is the whole. So my whole, preparation for the next 6 months would be, how do you hit 44? That's the target, 44 or 45. Okay. For this is where you have to prediction. Can I go for prediction? Okay. Which prediction you are talking about? See, prediction, don't go. Please, if you have friends, see, that I feel from genuinely from. See, I don't have anything against any that prediction. It's totally. See, if I see my brother or sister, would I not say, "Hey, would I not say? You tell me. If I had a brother or a sister, I would definitely say, clear blatant சொல்லிடுவேன், இது தேவையில்ல, படிக்காத, தூக்கி போட்டுரு. But for people, for students, it's harder for me to convince. No, because that believability is not coming. But that's what we will do all through the preparation. This is the first point that you have to have. Please have this number in your mind. For forestry, IFOS. So, okay, both these exams. For forestry, plus 15. So this number plus 15, this number plus 15, this number plus 15. So 90, 100, 100, 105. Your cutoff plus 15 marks. 15 na how many questions? 6, 7, 7, 7 questions. 7 questions, 7 more questions. See, for IFOS plus 7. UPSC, it's actually 44. 44, 45. This time also, we need to see it's less than. So now I'll start with this. So this is what you have to, you have to go. Now think about it. 100 questions are there. Okay, so, okay, let us assume, can I fix it as 45? 45. Okay, I'll fix it. Out of, okay, 100. See, in this 45, see, and one more thing, this also many students have a doubt. I have not read newspaper till now. What do I do for covering the previous, topic? Again, please understand, this was an issue before. This was an issue before. Okay, when I came to preparation, they said you have to read 2 years current affairs. When I came to 2009 or 10, today it does not matter at all. Today, I'll show you, maybe at the end of the session, I'll show you a question. Today, what for center page, do you know there is a center page, what they have spoke about? Hindu paper only. Okay, they have spoke about funding of climate. Okay, funding of climate. In that, there is a paragraph where they speak about 2009. Maybe I'll show you. We'll take a break. 10 minutes. We'll take a break. Then, or half an hour doubt session we'll have. In that session, I'll show you the question. Okay. See, these are all things. That's the point I say. These are all obsessive things that come in my mind. There is a question in 2013 or 14. 13 or 14. Today morning, which year? 18. I asked him a question in the morning today, 2018. 3 statements are given. Climate finance. This is I'll show you the question. Climate finance. Third statement is $1,000 billion have been proposed to be assigned to the developing countries by the developed nation. Is this correct? $1,000 billion. No. If you remove that statement, the whole question comes. Today's article, you check it. Because I still remember 2009 when I started preparation, this was the first time. It was a Copenhagen, UNFCCC Copenhagen. See, I'll class I'll teach you. Don't worry. Okay, you don't have to worry. See, it happened in 2009. Current affairs, how many years you have to read? 2 years current affairs you have to read. See, on today's paper, if you see 2009 Copenhagen, they promised $100 billion by 2020, which they have not done. So they are going to discuss it now. Very simple as that. If you understand that, would you not have answered that question? What necessary is there, you going to read in 180, say 200 pages, 300 pages per month and some stuff like that. You have to understand climate finance. Then you have to, go in terms of ramification, Paris Agreement. You get this idea? See, I'll teach all these in the class, but current affairs as to the question of 2 years, unnecessary worrying. There is a saying, which is the best day to start your progress was yesterday. Do you know that saying? No? The best day to start your progress was yesterday. Do you know the next best day? Today. It's very simple. Paper, if you have not read, it's okay. யார் சட்டை பிடிச்சி யாராவது கேட்கறாங்களா? 2 years படிச்சிட்டியா? 2 years படிச்சிட்டியா? January current affairs படிச்சிட்டியா? You see the question paper. They will never ever see. in this period. Maybe 2030, what happens, what Elon Musk does, what Trump does, no one knows. If they change the, geopolitics of this world, maybe 2030 things may change. Yeah, that's a different thing. Today, because he is going to bring in all these robotics and stuff like that. What's going to change, how we are going to change, I do not know. But today, if you see, they are not going to go for, things like what we have discussed. It will be like basic from today. Okay, basics from today. So this is the target. In this target, see, this is my primary motive. This will be no notes. Okay, take notes for the core subjects. No notes. No. Are you taking notes from newspaper? No notes. Read. See, notes in relation to mains question has to be taken. Maybe that I will teach in the class. See, I teach that only in the class. How do you read newspaper? Because for mains, there are some things that you have to, for example, today there is a court case which is going to happen. I think it is a constitutional bench case which is happening today about Aligarh Muslim University. Okay, Aligarh Muslim University, there is a case where it's a minority institution, whether we can have reservation in that minority institution. A constitutional case is going on. They will give a verdict. I have to note that down. Do you know why I have to note that down? Because GS paper 2, they have asked a question, minority institution, reservation of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, critically evaluate. I forgot the year. There is a question. They asked, see, when this case was starting, they asked a question. The case is ending today. I do not know when the verdict will come. According to that question, I have to take notes. What is the verdict? See, according to that, you understand? Other than that, nothing. You see, you should not even waste time in noting down all these things. Question, if it is there, note it down. Okay, that's a different thing. But as far as I am concerned in XINSHENG', or here, see, this is the I have said it several times. If you are able to understand, mug up, and know and recite, and are able to pull in articles even in your sleep, you will clear this exam. Prelims cleared. The ஒரே ஒரு trick தான். There is ஒரே ஒரு trick. No all, no all, nothing. In the polity, see, I am saying 300. How many articles now? 400 something like that. I am saying if you are able to, this will be my primary focus from the start. If you see, either people take it lightly. They come and tell me, see, I have read Lakshmikant once. UPSC chairman, sir, now Lakshmikant, I have read it once. Clear the exam. See, how many times you have to read? People come and ask me, how many times I have to read Lakshmikant? How many times it requires for you to clear? You read it. This is the only, see, in the only correct. Only wrong kadayada. Not always wrong. In the only correct. Only. இதுல ப்ராப்ளமும் இருக்கு. அதையும் சொல்லிடுறேன். இதுல ப்ராப்ளம் என்னன்னா, வெறும் பாலிட்டி புக்கை தூக்கிட்டு எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் சுத்தக்கூடாது 6 மாசம். You get this idea? See, only what I mean is that if you have a strong idhula strength, if you start generating, okay, maybe I'll give a break, then we'll continue. This will be the method of my class also. I'll go for some 45-50 minutes, then a break, then we'll go again for 45-50 minutes, then you have to go read. That's the basis of my class. I'll come back and I'll say the methods that I am going to adopt in or we are going to adopt in XINSHENG. Remember this. This I started in 1 month ago itself. I started in the group saying that please read this polity. Which book? Polity Lakshmikant. No polity simplified. எனக்கே மனசே கேட்கலங்க. இப்போ there may be 100 books. பாலிட்டிக்கு நோட்ஸ் இருக்கு. சாரி, நோட்ஸ் இல்ல, பாலிட்டிக்கு மெட்டீரியல் இருக்கு. கரெக்டா? Polity Lakshmikant, and there will be a book called as Bakshi. Okay, please have that book. No, see, I am not so much of a person who likes this PDF. See, I like to have it physical, so that's why I don't read in Kindle. Also, I cannot read. Book should be there. That is an, psychologically, neurologically, we have a strong connection towards physical touch. Yeah? So this is the article 275. This is the article 275 in Lakshmikant. This is the article 282. This is the article 282 in Lakshmikant. See, very clearly you should understand the difference between 275 and 282 to answer a question on Finance Commission grants. See, randomly pick, randomly 275, 282, what you know? Which article do you know? 275, 282, 266, 79, 79, President Parliament. President Parliament. Then 80, 81, in this one is Lok Sabha, another is Rajya Sabha. Which is Lok Sabha, which is Rajya Sabha, you check it. 84, duration, huh? Okay. Check. See, this is what I want you to, you please think about it. You have been here, I am sure, more than 2 years. Or in this preparation, hopefully, see, 2 years is a minimum I am saying. In this period, your job should have been to finish this. What comes under article 8? See, think about it. We overlook things which are necessary in terms of material, which, for example, I'll equate it to, see, do you know that smoking is injurious to health? But even then, why do people smoke? It's a philosophical question. Not in terms of, I'm asking in terms of, smoking is injurious to health. Everybody knows that. You leave the young people. Young people smoke too for looking cool and all, but leave that. But 30, 40 law, you should not smoke. Lung capacity will, collapse. Cold climate la complete you should not smoke. But inga irundhu Moonar poitu appoda nalla cooling ah irukku. Why do you think that people smoke? Addiction, okay. Stress, okay. To relieve stress. It's actually because they are not able to face the truth of life. Smoking gives them, I told you, it's a philosophical concept I'm saying, a biological. Why people smoke or a drink is because they will not be able to face the truth of life. Truth of life is very boring. Something has to be enticing you all the time, keeping you high. சும்மா உட்கார்ந்தா போர் அடிக்கும், தெரியும்ல? அதுக்கு பதிலா high artificially they create. This material is like that. Reading polity is difficult, very, very difficult. புரியுதா? இந்த எக்ஸாம் difficult சொல்றது இது படிக்கிறது தான் difficult. Reading material is easy. சார், காசால இருந்து இவங்க ராக்கெட் விட்டு இவங்க அடிச்சாங்களாம் சார். அவர் கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ்ல ஒரு கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் டிஸ்கஷன் வேற இருக்கும் இதுல, யூடியூப்ல. அவர் சொன்னார் சார். சரி, இப்ப அதுக்கு என்ன? பாலிட்டியில 275 ஆர்டிகிள் என்ன? எனக்கு அது தெரியணும்ல. You are able to see what I am saying? It's a truth of fact. people ipo kuda it's not an addiction. Actually nicotine is not an addiction. Alcohol is an addiction. Nicotine is not an addiction. It can be. Ana they smoke in spite of knowing all this. They know that it's wrong. You ask anyone, they know that. But why do they do that? Because they are not ready to face the truth of life, which is very, very boring. Same way you face the truth of UPSC. This is very boring, very tough, very, very difficult. புரியுதா? இதை செய்யறதுக்கு தான் பயந்துக்கிட்டு நான் மெட்டீரியல் படிச்சிடறேன். இதை பயந்துட்டு தான், ஏன்னா இதுக்கப்புறம் ஜியோகிராஃபி வரும், அதுல வந்து சைக்ளோன் வரும், டெம்பரேட் சைக்ளோன் வரும், கோப்பன்ஸ் கிளாசிபிகேஷன் வரும். எதுக்கு இதெல்லாம் நம்மளுக்கு தேவையா சார்? அங்க இருந்து ஒரு ஒரு ஸ்பெயின்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா மழை பயங்கரமா பெய்யுது சார், பெஞ்சிட்டு போகுது. இப்ப தெரியும்ல ஸ்பெயின்ல பயங்கர மழை, இதுல வச்சு அடிச்சுப்பாங்க. இதுல மதன் கௌரி இப்படி ஒண்ணு சொன்னார் சார். எனக்கு என்ன தேவைன்னா, வாட் இஸ் த மீனிங் ஆஃப் அ சைக்ளோன், வாட் இஸ் அ டெம்பரேட் சைக்ளோன், வாட் இஸ் அ ஜெட் ஸ்ட்ரீம். இப்ப ஸ்பெயின் நடக்கிறது வந்து இஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் ஜெட் ஸ்ட்ரீம். why ன்னு இன்வெஸ்டிகேட் பண்ணும். சரியா? we'll take a break. After that ஒரு 10, see you have any doubts also, you can doubts after the break. சரியா? you have any doubts as regards to this program and your preparation also, please tell me, I'll try to clarify that. ஒரு 15 minutes break we can have. okay, இது வந்து ladies, இது gents அது இருக்கு, கீழ வந்து டீ கார்டு. okay, we'll take a break for 10 minutes. We'll start. Okay, so many of you might have this doubt as to this doubt. See, I'll start with this. Okay, many of you might have this doubt as to if I read an article today, how am I going to mark an answer in what is that, May or something like that. See, I'll show you a question. Okay, so I'll show you this question and then one by one we'll go, then your doubts also. See, and class will be it's not going to be dictation. See, dictation is not my very strong strength and all. It will be through questions, complete see, I'll focus on that. Yeah, book is book da, no notes la, no book da, book, whatever book is there, that you have to understand. I will help you in clarifying everything in this book. சரியா? Question, I'll show you the question. okay, okay, see this question. See, as I told you, it was a little easier before. Now because of the change of 1 only, 2 only, you need to have a more understanding. Okay, so this question was, okay, can you see this question? Which year is 2016? 16 somewhere. Okay, it was, see, it was 2016. You should understand that 2016. You should understand that Paris in 2015. Paris UNFCCC climate conventions all happen in November or December, mostly December. Okay, it was December 2015 that they had this meeting and they have asked a question. You read the question. Agreement was signed by all the member countries of the UN and it will go into effect in 2017. I do not know. Agreement aims to limit the greenhouse gas emissions so that the rise in by the end of the century does not exceed. I think logically that's what we tried. Yesterday I saw on YouTube video that this has been breached. எவனோ தந்தி டிவில எவனோ இருக்கான், அவன் நம்மள என்னவோ பண்ணணும்னு யோசிக்கிறான். பிரீச் ஆயிடுச்சு, மக்கள் எல்லாம் மூழ்க போறாங்க. நீங்க ஒரு படம் பாத்துருக்கீங்களான்னு தெரியல, பாலச்சந்தரோட படம் நினைக்கிறாரு. ஒருத்த வந்து 4 பசங்க இருப்பாங்க, குட்டிச்சவர்களை உட்காந்துட்டு வரவும் போறவங்க கல் அடிச்சுட்டே இருப்பாங்க. அப்ப அதுல வந்து பூமாதேவி வரப்போறா, சிரிக்க போறா, எல்லாம் உள்ள போறீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சாபம் விட்டு போவான் ஒருத்தன். இப்போ என்னன்னா இவனுங்க சாபம் விட்டுட்டு இருக்கானுங்க, சென்னை உள்ள போகுது, சென்னை உள்ள போகுது. So this is what they have been talking. I think this is what they have been talking. 2 degree, 1.5 degree. It should not. So approximately okay. This one. Statement is okay. So as I told you earlier, they used to see, that's the point. Now 1 only, 2 only, 3 only. If you remove, see, this is wrong. If you remove this, this comes. This was sold as a trick. So elimination method, this is supposed to be the elimination method. Elimination method will not work if you do not understand the meaning of a $10,000 billion. This is 2017 question. I'll show you 17 or 16 question. Today's paper I'll show you. Today's paper. Okay. Today morning paper. Okay. Today morning paper. So this is the article today. It came. So this is all eyes on Baku and climate finance goal. Okay. Today. Look at this. I do not know whether it will be clear. Okay, I'll. See, do you see this? The 100 billion climate annual finance pledged in 2009. As I told you, the Copenhagen summit. When I came, it was a summit. So this is a summit. In the time, I did not mark what are the features. I used to mark UNFCCC, COP something, Copenhagen, because that was the question. Where was it held? Now they are not going for Copenhagen law. Paris Agreement. Is this not right? See, if you have read this paper today and understood the meaning, so what they are going to talk, so you should be very eager to know what they are going to do in the summit, how much they are going to give, how they will fund it. India, how we will be able to get that money. You should be eager, right? So in Baku, so Baku, where is it? Something like that. Baku, where is it? Or immediately, Azerbaijan. Okay. So you should know where it is. Immediately, see that eagerness. So if I read it and close it, then they ask a question like this. Okay, then they ask a question like this. Should I have any kind of a notes to write this answer? This is the doubt that, you know, all the students have. Okay, this is the doubt. Okay, this is the doubt. Hey, see, Pawan, English, not 1 or 2 words Tamil. Okay, I'll use English only. But this is the doubt that all the students have. This is the doubt that prevents students from reading newspaper. You know, they are afraid. What they are afraid is that if I read, how will I retain? You have to understand, you don't have to retain anything. What are you going to retain in this question? Nothing. You have to understand the meaning. Last time there was a question on Krishna Devaraya, you know, Portuguese and something like that. Nothing you have to remember. You have to remember the meaning. During the time of Krishna Devaraya, there was a Portuguese tri-corner fight. Portuguese, Krishna Devaraya, Bahmani kingdoms. This fight, if you understand itself, you will understand, okay, this is the story, this is the answer. You know, finally, when you are writing preliminary examination in your hall, this is what will come into you. You will not know. See, I think you understood this question like this. In the class, I can show you hundreds of questions. So paper, when do you read? Read it from today. You know, you can read it. See, I have not, and Standing Committee on Finances. Okay. Definition. See, look at this definition of climate finance. Nowhere you will be able to get as quality information as like this. Greenwashing, something like that they ask. Repeated things, paper, like it comes. See, my aim is for you to, so see, this will actually work. The XINSHENG' which I say, the XINSHENG' which I say will work when you are reading newspaper. It will not work, see, method I will talk about. On the method la 3 process irukku. One is the class, okay, where I will come, we will revise like how I showed you, no? So we will have a seek for every subject. One question I showed you for every subject, including history, we will have. But the second point is that you have to go back and do it yourself. Polity, we will complete almost all the article, but whether you went and read 282, whether you can recite that, like Subrabhatam. Okay, see, even if I wake you, it's a true fact. I think I have told this in class or something like that. I do not know. My friend, he's an IRS, preamble. Kudai Khidmatdars, have I said? Yeah, Kudai Khidmatdars. Do you know Kudai Khidmatdars? No? Kudai Khidmatdars? Frontier Gandhi. Okay, Kudai Khidmatdars on the, I think any shirts, some khidmat, some shirts, some red shirts or something like that. Northwestern Frontier. Okay, Northwestern Frontier. There used to be in 1920s Frontier Gandhi. There used to be Gandhi and one more Gandhi is there. So, do you know that he has gotten Bharat Ratna? Khan. So, that is Kudai Khidmatdars. My friend, see, he's an IRS. See, I'm not exaggerating. Tomorrow is test on 1900s to 1950s, something like that. History test. See, we read for so many times and then he slept. So he was sleeping beside me. What came into his mind, I do not know. I was sleeping and see, at the time, mobile was not there. I think at the time, fan Ipona mobile we can see, but at the fan, I was sleeping. Suddenly, see, he is actually 6'4". He's an IRS now. 6'4" he is. His weight is 110. He was sleeping beside me. Immediately, he was like, Undertaker endri pandrima. Dienji, Kudai Khidmatdars. Engada irukku? Dey, endra, dey, arrani. Tirpi yenchu, tak taknu odna. So he went to the place where the book was in the table. Kudai Khidmatdars. Okay. Kudai, okay. தூங்கிட்டான் யார் டேய் ஏண்டா see பயமா see it will be scary see he's 6'4". Yeah, see this was in the middle of the night. I am looking at the fan and sleeping. What I'm saying, see, this is what cleared him. It was not current affairs. See, he is an IRS officer now. He is an IRS officer now. What cleared is his optional and this. He would do it for polity also. See, I am not saying that, you need to know everything, you need to know everything. It's not the thing that is possible, but at least you have to make it. I think yesterday I was reading this thing. See, human beings are the one who can be open-ended. See, our preparation never ends. It is never ending process. That obsession should always be there till the preliminary examination. Even if you complete 40%, whatever I am speaking, 40%, you will clear prelims. Because the cutoff is 45, right? Very simple. We will aim, see, I am aiming for 300. If you are, at least 150 important articles. See, the problem with at least is that people will stick to at least. Sir, you told at least 150. I told 300, ra. Adukapro at least you said. That's why I don't go to, that's why I don't even go to the fact that current affairs in the last moment, you can use PT 365. So, last time also I suggested this, PT 365. Why I suggested, last time I had, 3 years I'm taking XINSHENG', right? Last moment, So if you want, you revise current see, last moment people will be sending me colorful PDFs. Sir, international organization, color they have given. See, haven't you guys were children and you have grown up. Do you know that why in the supermarket they have all these color chocolates in the front? See, your brain attracts to color. Very simple as that. Color materials, what good is going to, have it in the exam? Science and tech, full color diagram they have given. Eppo, May month. Today you read mRNA, which has Nobel Prize they have gotten. So this time this is the question. What is a prediction? mRNA, how it operates is a question this time. We'll see. You get this idea. Last moment you should not be pressured into doing all these things. So my preparation should be, so from the start, so that is the syllabus. So polity, this is not like static, dynamic. Don't go into those modes and all. Understanding. Temperate cyclone, reading is not enough. Whether you understood temperate cyclone, you get this idea? Jet streams or Rossby waves or something like that. Jet streams, there is something, jet streams. So it goes like this. So there was a question on jet streams only being in the northern hemisphere. I don't want you to read just jet streams, sir. I have read all the topics. I want you to know the meaning. Why is it here? What is the meaning of that? See, in the class we'll discuss. Then we'll again discuss. Then you go and revise. Then you come back. You know that this is a question. What I'm saying is a question. Jet streams on the 3 statements they had given. They had said that one of the statement was jet streams is in only. See, in the only the problem is the only in it's not wrong. Statement is wrong. That's why it's wrong. Yeah. So we will see methodology. Methodology that I am going to adopt for the 45 questions is that all the topics, polity, geography, economics, how we will do is that I will use economic survey. See, it will be a class. Economic survey, full economic survey when they release. I hope they release. Will they release? Last time they did not release. Last time they did not release. Last time, because of election, they did not release. Okay, because it was an interim government. Okay, something like that. But this time they will release. Okay, February they will release. So economics preparation, how we will do means, I will use the entire economic survey. Through that, explain the concepts. You get this idea? Through that only I will explain the concepts. You also have to read paper from today to know the concepts in economics even from today. Okay, even today, please think about it. Geography, polity, polity I have said. First I will deal this polity. Economics, I will say it here. Economics on the not necessarily you need to know all the facts and things. You need to know the meaning. Bond yield, if it is there, meaning bond yield, inflation. I told you, right? 2009 I have a paper, 2010 I have a paper. I will show you that paper. In that they've asked what is stagflation. Stagflation, inflation and stagnation, something like that. Stagflation, why they asked in 2010 was 2008 was a crisis. Very simple. US crisis. This time, maybe they will ask about protectionism, something like that. We'll talk about. Meaning, what is the meaning? Stagflation, meaning. Inflation, meaning. What happens? In society, what happens? In the class also, we'll discuss that. What I am saying is that from today, prepare in that mode. Meaning of a bond. Bond, I don't see. Sir, bond is there. T-bill is there. Then state bonds are there. What is that? Bond in irukku. What are we going to do with that? Green bonds is there, something like that. Funding, correct? So it will have a tax. Sorry, it will have an yield. So what is that yield? What is the interest rate? You don't have to mug up anything. You have to go into the understanding each and every keyword. If you see in the paper today, if you see a keyword for economics in the paper, immediately try to understand that. Immediately. Protectionism, now what happens? So Trump is coming, now protectionism is going to come. What is the meaning of a protectionism? What and all will happen? Why are the FIIs pulling out of India? Okay, FIA, stock market is actually falling. See, class class like this, we will discuss more. So I am going to discuss like this only. So if I'm going to talk about economics, it will be like that. It will not be notes. I'll tell you that notes, I am not very good in giving notes. Maybe I'll give something which is important. This question, last time and all I gave. This question, you mark it down. Like that, I will give you 100 questions. 100, 200 questions also I'll give you. Because as I said, mRNA, one question. Today itself I'm saying mRNA is a question this time. Earlier also mRNA they asked. So economics like this, history. So this is the methodology I want you to adopt. Polity, complete. Okay. You have to tell me how a deputy speaker gets elected according to a particular article. How and see, deputy speaker, how in union and in the state. This you need to tell me. I am going to talk to you, but Anna, you need to tell me how this happens. Like this House Speaker. You get this idea? This will be the first target. So in XINSHENG' also, I am starting with this polity. As we modern India, I will see. I'll tell you in the end. I'll integrate a little bit of modern India into starting with this. So I'll start with modern India, 1750s. 1750s we'll start. First class will be that. Again, we revisit, history. See, these three things are very, very key. Okay, it's an absurd logic. I have seen even today, people come in the YouTube and say that if you are not reading ancient India and medieval India, you read Buddhism, you read this chapter. Absurd logic. Please don't ever see. This logic will apply if you have cleared prelims. Once if you clear prelims, I will say a separate thing for you. You get this idea? See, if you are pushed into prelims, your competition in mains, I will never come and talk to you about these things if you have, gone to the mains. I will talk to you, how do you increase score in mains? How do you improve your handwriting, answer writing? I'll talk completely different. But if I come to you, see, prelims also, it's different for them. That's why, you please don't listen to the people who have cleared earlier coming and tell you that these are all important topics. No, there is nothing called as an important topic. You get this idea? Your job now will be to finish off all these things. From the basic books, Tamil Nadu book, there is a book, Tamil Nadu book, you have that, and you have the old NCERT. See, this polity we are starting, you have to start this also. So I will try to, start. See, we have a portion on history. History cannot be completed. Last time I took 15 classes for history. It was because it's not possible for me to complete because my option is not history. See, my option is anthropology. I have to work on history, then come and give you the class. So I will start history from here itself. Do you understand? We are starting with polity, then we will go to geography, then economics. When in the February month, it will come as an economic survey. But history, I am going to start from here. You are also going to start. History should not be read in one day. History should not be read in April. History should not be read in March. No. History now itself, like, slowly and steadily you have to build. Sir, names of the kings, we have to study names of the... These are all very, very small issues in preparation. Krishna Devaraya, when I used to read, I used to be confused as to who that person is. See, because there is one more Ramaraya. All Raya, who Raya, I do not know. Then one more Raya, Dhanush Raya, this movie. See, it will keep on confusing. Who is Indo-Greek, Sakas, Kushanas? I think one more thing is there, Parthians. I used to get confused. Who came first? Indo-Greeks, Parthians, Shakas, Kushanas. So who is this Cat-Physis? I used to get confused. It happens. It happens. But your job is to persist with that confusion. You have to read who that Ramaraya is, who that Krishna Devaraya is. Before that, Krishna Devaraya. Harihara. First Harihara Bukka first. Harihara Bukka. Why I am saying is that these things should be learnt with some kind of happiness. Seriously, I'm saying. I used to be very happy when I used to read. Only when I'm teaching, I'm not that happy, See, when I was preparing, these things used to excite me a lot. I used to be like, today, or President chapter, from 52 article, we will complete till Vice President. That's around 80 or something like that. Today we will complete. One evening sitting. Morning when I wake up, I will forget. Then feelings. Okay. Then feelings I know. Then again I will read. Then again when I am teaching, I will read again. You get this idea? This is the methodology that you should adopt. See, I think this will be enough. In this, international relations, science and technology, geographical location, environment. All of this I will include through the preparation. You get this? Okay, environment. Environment. Read from NCERT. I have seen that book. I don't think that book which people suggest. இப்போ PMF-னு ஒன்று வச்சிருக்காங்க, அது என்னதுன்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. கலர்ஃபுல், அதான் நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. கலரா இருந்துச்சுன்னா நாளைக்கு அது பிரச்சனை. ஓகேவா? Things which are, true தான். நீங்க smoking also you see that அது வந்து whatever is being glorified in movies as a colorful thing is a problem. I do not know. See, PMF I do not know. I have no idea. How I will read abdina? Maybe I will have some book. From that, let us think that UNFCC convention. UNFCC convention site, I will teach you. In the class, I will teach you. I think last class also, I have taught that. How to read, I will teach you. UNFCC, there is an about. You have to read in that. Not through the book. The book is actually, and animals, flora and fauna. See, every week we will be having class, In the class, I will give some things for you to, for example, 5 national parks or 4 national parks, you have to prepare this week. Okay. Not only that, so in the class, I will give you 5 things for you to mug up, read and note it down. For culture, some temple, if I feel some temple, you need to read that. சரியா? When I come to history, I will integrate that, don't worry. For temple, Ajanta, Ellora, you have to definitely read. சரியா? Ajanta, Ellora, definitely read. Ana, weekly targets, we will have it. But when I come to history, I will integrate that, how Ajanta and Ellora came. Very simple as that. So culture, environment, then international relations. See, international organization. Okay, international organization. Last is science and tech. Have we left out any other thing? Polity, geography, economics, history. These three things are very important. In this environment, very important. Culture, international organization, science and technology. Is there any other thing? Okay, okay. Current affairs. The see விஜயகாந்த் சொல்லுவாங்க எனக்கு தமிழ்ல பிடிக்காத ஒரே வார்த்தை அதே மாதிரி எனக்கு யூபிஎஸ்சில பிடிக்காத ஒரே வார்த்தை இந்த கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் தட்ஸ் பிகாஸ் I have seen see as I said I see students suffering because of that. See, when you இப்போ அவ்வளவுதான் இதுதான் methodology. See, even if you CSAT வந்து okay CSAT வந்து this is the method that see how you have to study also I am telling you, right? See, book so first you have to read. Okay, first only you have to read the syllabus that I have given you, that you read. Where I will tell you. Then the class. Okay, then the class. In the class I will use how the class will be is that I will use all the PYQs and the concepts. So PYQ analysis, everything in the class I will use it. Okay, like the way I showed you now, right? Say I will use it. Seriya? But Anna, you should have read it. Then only see, then only it will come to your mind. Then newspaper every day. Okay, you have to keep on, and then you go back after the class. See, class will be over, right? See, two days class, Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, or if I need some time, so for example history, if I need some more time, because I have to prepare, sincerely I'm saying, I'm not joking, I have to prepare. If I don't prepare, I will also come and I've told it several times, okay, important. We will go into the depths of things. So if I take a little time, so maybe I'll have Friday or something like that. That changes according to but 2 classes we will have. Then you revise. This is very, very key, because you have read it. I have spoke about how it gets integrated through the PYQs in the newspaper. Then your position revision is the key. Then you come and write the test. Weekend, yes, Sunday it will be. Please observe this. It's going to take your entire time. Okay, you have to spend your entire time. So personal life will take a hit. Yeah, please think about it. It's like, see, I'm again no eulogizing an exam. So I'm not saying that UPSC na நீங்க வந்து இவ்வளவு sacrifices செஞ்சு I don't believe in this. I've told this. I don't believe in this concept that இப்போ எப்படி சொல்றதுன்னு தெரியல, இதை தப்பா சொல்லிட போறேன். இந்த சென்ஸ் வந்து இவ்வளோலாம் நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டு இந்த எக்ஸாமை கிளியர் பண்ணேன் அப்படின்ற அந்த கான்செப்ட் வேண்டாம். I think I've spoke about this. Please eat nicely, sleep nicely, be in a good place, be where you have lights and fans and AC la, please, you have it. India la AC should be a mandatory fact. We have 30-40 degrees. See, now only we saw Paris climate, 40 degrees. Mind will not work. That movie la or movie adu enadhu 10th pass 12th pass. See, that's an absurd thing. It's not a truth. Do you know that? Many of the things that toppers say are not true. If I had cleared also, I would have exaggerated. See, don't you and I exaggerate to friends? You would have gone to ECR, but what do you say? Inkendu Mahabalipuram, Pondicherry. See, point enjoy pantom. Don't you say? I say. Onnu na 10 solluve. Appo you think about it. It's not the truth. Truth is you be comfortable. You eat what you want. You eat, see what you want now, what you are comfortable with. Be comfortable for the next 6 months, because it is going to take a hit on your personal life. Very simple. சரியா? You don't have to sacrifice anything. But Anna, it's going to hit. You have to see, no break long. You cannot take a break. I myself will give a break between the portions. So once completed polity, we'll take a break, something like that. Okay? Please don't take a break abruptly. Health wise now, it's okay. But don't take a break for anything else. So this will be there and again it will repeat. So next portion, next portion, next portion, next portion, then revision, portion, revision, portion. So till May, you keep on doing this. I can assure you that you will clear. You get this idea? There is no trick, nothing. Repeat this, you will clear. And XINSHENG', anybody you want to ask? See, this batch is November. So this batch is November. Then Jan 7th. See, I need a few more, then only I'll be able to run this program well. I need one more batch. So I'll have one more batch in Jan 7. Okay. So I'll start. See, my point will be to complete polity and history a little bit start. Then I will give a break. Then we will, start from Jan 7, where we will start from geography. So we will complete geography by Jan and February. So February will be economics. So February to March will be, because this is the time period in which economic survey comes. So in this period, we would have completed, March. Then history, we will complete it all together through this. This is the pattern. Batch 1 will be now. Batch 2 will be Jan 7. But my point will be to complete one by one. And in this CSAT, okay, CSAT, I have a test. So through the test, CSAT as a class, how do you see? If I take that also becomes an huge thing. CSAT, unless you are very weak in mathematics, do not be afraid. Unless I'm saying, see, many of you would be engineering graduates, no? Engineering, many of you engineering now. So don't be afraid. How do you practice? I'll tell you. Okay, don't worry. CSAT, you have to practice it along with this. In the class, I'll tell you how the practice goes. We will have tests. Okay, tests of CSAT will be there. It is included in the test series. It is there. But what you should not do is that worry too much about that. And see, I don't see the benefit of spending time for CSAT. See, do you know the logic? 25 questions, 25 questions, 25 questions. Max, reasoning, and then comprehension. So 75. So then 5 more questions you add somewhere, it will come. English, you have to be strong. For that, reading newspaper is very, very important. Reading comprehension, they give like, see, it's not like a cat question, no. It's not like a bank question also. They give paragraph, 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 paragraph. See, that means that how well you are adjusting to the concepts one by one, something like that. So read newspaper. Reasoning also you will be able to handle. The 25 questions in the max area is where the problem is. Okay, va? So these 25 questions will be distributed according to the syllabus. There will be questions on time. There will be questions, something like that. Your job should be to finish off one thing. For this, people spend 4 months, 5 months in classes. I don't sincerely see. CSAT oda meaning mathematics da. Correct? Mathematics oda meaning vandu enna na, for you to make proper judgment of what you want to do in life. Here, our point should be to clear the cutoff. CSAT is a qualifying paper. Max tells me that the maximum amount of time should be in GS. Max teaches me that. The equitable amount of time that I have to spend in CSAT is understanding the concepts repeatedly and practicing. Very simple as that. See, don't be scared. I hope we have covered everything. Any doubts you have, you can ask. Yeah, I think doubts, any other doubts? On the 40, see, 40 meaning is that 20 tests will be regular. 20 tests, what I thought was, after this, reading, class, revision, test. After this class, we will have a discussion. After that, I thought of giving you one practice test. Okay, practice test for you to go back and solve and try again, something like that. So 20 tests, so about 20 tests, something like that. Okay, any other doubts that you may have? See, any doubts you have about this exam, you genuinely see. And one more thing, see, one more thing will be like, don't worry about any doubts you have, some mentoring, this kind of mentoring, don't worry about that. I will be here only. Okay, don't worry about that. There is no concept here as to you have to have what to say, some kind of mentoring na weekly. See, மென்டாரிங்னா என்னது தெரியல எனக்கு. சின்சியர்லி ஐ எம் ஆஸ்கிங். நான் எனக்கு இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் அது புரியவே மாட்டேங்குது. இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் ஒன்றும் புரியல. People who have not cleared are mentoring students. I am not an elitist. நான் அப்படி சொல்லல, அது தப்புலாம் கிடையாது. புத்தி உள்ள மனிதன் எல்லாம் வெற்றி காண்பதில்லை, வெற்றி பெற்ற மனிதன் எல்லாம் புத்திசாலி இல்லை, நானும் ஒத்துக்கிறேன். என்னோட ப்ராப்ளம் என்னன்னா, GS4 மெயின்ஸ்ல I should have written it there. If I have not written it in my mains, I would not understand the fact that many of the quotes that people ask you to read cannot be written in the paper, because I have been in the hall. See, I have been in the hall. In the hall, I have tried to write the quotes. None of the question I was able to write the quotes. So when I teach, I will come and say that don't read quotes, because I know that it cannot be written. But a person who has not written mains, what they will see is that it's a philosophy paper. You should add quotes. You should add this. You should add that thinker. Hall Abraham Lincoln, Abdul Kalam, see, difference between Abdul Kalam and Abraham Lincoln உள்ள வரும். நிஜமாவே நான் சொல்றேன். பேசிக் பீப்புள் தட் யூ நோ, ஹால்ல இவர் அதை சொன்னாரா அவர் இதை சொன்னாரான்னு குழப்பம் வரும். நான் எங்கத்துல இருந்து ஜான் லாக், டேகார்ட்டே, வேற யாரெல்லாம், see, don't confuse yourself. Exam is separate, இந்த மென்டாரிங்லாம் செப்பரேட். See, I'm not an elitist. நான் சொல்றது என்னன்னா, I have seen that இந்த மென்டாரிங் பண்றேன், அதுவும் இன்னொன்னு மொபைல்ல மென்டாரிங் அதாவது மெசேஜிங்ல மென்டாரிங் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஓகேவா, எனக்கு என்ன கஷ்டமா இருக்குன்னா, இப்ப நம்ம கிட்டத்தட்ட இட் வில் பி 50 கிளாஸ் 3 hours, இதுவே 3 hours ஆக போகுது. ஓகேவா, 50 கிளாஸ், 40 டெஸ்ட், all of these together, finally May 24 comes. Whether we will clear is a question that I'm going to answer in 24 தான். மெசேஜ்ல what kind of இப்போ மெசேஜ்ல how do you think that I can help you in anything? You sincerely think about it. ஏன் அப்படின்னா, I have seen students asking for mentoring to people who have cleared, and அவங்களுக்கு மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சு கேட்பாங்க, சார் எனக்கு ஏதாவது சொல்லித்தாங்க. என்ன நீங்க அவங்க எக்ஸாம் முடிச்சுட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. நான் சொல்ல புரியுது, அவங்க எக்ஸாம் முடிச்சுட்டு போயிட்டாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு இதுக்கு சம்மந்தம் கிடையாது. இப்போ என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்காங்க, நான் ஐ ஹவ் டோல்ட் திஸ், ஐ ஹேவ் a friend who is an IAS now. I asked him to come and talk. அவன் என்கிட்ட என்ன தெரியுமா கேட்டான், நான் எழுதுனது 2015, நான் என்னடா சொல்றது உங்களுக்கு. He wrote in 2015, he is a collector now. See, this was his stand. ஆனா he came because he is my friend. You get this idea? This is a genuine fact. I wrote in 2019, I was finding it difficult in other papers, subsequent papers, which are changing now. Okay, I have to solve and tell you the class. Purida, please don't waste your time. Friend, see, you want a friend, other you message. friend வேணும், ஒரு emotional support வேணும், that you can message. I don't, அதுல எல்லாருக்கும் வேணும், எனக்கும் வேணும். நானும் டே பாஸ் ஆவோமா தெரியலையாடா, ஏன்னா நைட் 2 மணிக்கு தோணும்ல, எவனாவது இருக்கணும்ல, எவனையாவது பிடிச்சி வம்பு இழுக்கணும். that you can do. ஆனா please don't waste your time. Sincerely I am saying, in messaging people and asking for how do you clear, because this is not possible. I know very well. You have to do it for 20 weeks this. Then I'll say how are you going to clear. Then I'll see all your marks regularly, then we'll talk. Seriya? I think 1 o'clock ஆயிடுச்சு. Any other doubts you have? Yes, you can. Psychology anyone can have. Psychology option, anyone. You see, any option you can take. Any option is, see, and that you know, right? Every option is scoring. Do you know that? Every option that you are taking is scoring. Please, but Anna, one point I will tell you. Option, any, see, you guys also would be having option, right? You can take till December. If you are a geography optional, history optional, geography, history, public administration, political science, you can go with your optional till February also. 4, political science, public administration, history, geography. Others till the point of Jan 15, close it off. Seriya? This one I want to say, all the option, history option scoring. See, my optional is anthropology. I have to tell that also. So A, alphabetical. Anthropology is scoring. Archaeology irka illa. Psychology scoring. History scoring. Geography scoring. Triple E scoring. Mechanical scoring. Philosophy scoring. Tamil scoring. Hindi scoring. Every paper is scoring. But one change that I want you to look at is that please don't look at optional through your class. Some notes and class that they have. See, again, I teach anthropology. For my students itself, I will say this only. Don't see this optional through a class, because class has so many deficiencies. Okay, and for example, an optional like geography, see, Himalaya, growth of Himalayas we are studying. It's a Himalayan subject. Himalayan subject. If you go through the notes and the classes, you would never arrive at the need of the examination. So please wipe off all the classes. Optional. Go to the question paper that they have. Optional question paper they will have. Okay. Then they would have suggested books. Books. Notes. Books. See if you are able to match the question with the books. In this, certain topics will be very, very tough. Certain topics, there will be a gap. Go and ask for help in those topics. Go and ask the teachers or people who are there. Go and ask for their help in the gaps where there are, because 100 topics, let us assume 15 to 20 topics in every optional are going to be like, where this is, what this is, no one will understand. Some thinkers will be there, very, very tough. Questions, your book. Your answer, see, notes based answer will get less mark than your answer, which you have written from your book with whatever understanding. Sir, I have an understanding of a basic of my subject. That will give you mark. Ana, it should be to the question that they are asking from the book. Seriya? Gap will be there. That gap, you go and ask the person that you have studied. Sir, or madam, I am not able to understand this concept, this thinker. Where is it? I am not able to find points for this. That they will give you. You get this idea? That you add in. That's the meaning of an option. option till February for the option which I said, other option till January. I think this will be enough. Anything? Okay. The different components of XINSHENG. See, I have to. Okay. So what will be the program is that one will be the test series. This I thought for people who have already prepared with me and things like that. So test series will be there. Every week will be there. Please, you can follow this also. Okay, test series will be there. And here I want to suggest one fact that writing 100 tests is not important. No. Again, I'll say the meaning of 100 tests, you take many question paper and prepare that question paper is for people who have written mains. Again, I'll stress that fact. People who have written mains or interview they go, for them, maybe because see, they will not have time. For them, they will do what they will do. So I also did that. I'll take many question paper, I'll solve, and then I'll write prelims. But for you guys, this is very, very key. This 20 tests are enough. The 20 tests are very strongly prepared. You get this idea? Don't go for, see, again I'm saying, I'm not saying that you don't go for any other question paper. I'm saying having multiple question paper will not suffice for clearing this exam. Previous year question we'll see in the class, don't worry. And this test, you please check it. If you have written mains, I'll say a different thing. Okay, you come and talk to me, I'll say a different thing. So this is that. And test series plus this mentoring will be like, I have this one component where some people wanted, last time they attended XINSHENG, some people wanted to ask some doubts. So I will have this component. But the third is what we have. So this is complete. So you will have 2 classes per day, test, everyday schedule. Okay, everyday schedule, and also so you want mentoring. See, what mentoring I will give you. See, I used to, how did this become an component of product of a sale? This genuinely everyone does. இல்லையா? நீங்க செய்ய மாட்டீங்க, உங்ககிட்ட கேட்டா. என்கிட்ட வந்து கேட்டா யார்கிட்ட நான் சொல்லுவேன், இது படிங்க. Don't look for இப்போ என்கிட்ட வந்து சொல்லுவாங்க, இல்ல சார் அது வந்து எவ்ரிடே போன் பண்ணி கேட்பாங்க, நீங்க படிச்சிட்டீங்களா, நீங்க இந்த டாபிக் படிச்சிட்டீங்களா. எனக்கு என்ன புரியலன்னா, நான் கேந்திர வித்யாலயால படித்தேன், சரியா? எனக்கு ஒரு டைரி கொடுப்பாங்க. அந்த டைரியில, இது நான் சொல்றது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் செகண்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட், அந்த டைரியில நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, இன்னைக்கு ஹோம்ஒர்க்கு அப்படின்னு எழுதிட்டு எங்க அம்மா கிட்ட சைன் வாங்கிட்டு எங்க மிஸ் கிட்ட காமிக்கணும். இதான மென்டாரிங். நான் அதாவது ஒருத்தர் 2ஆம் கிளாஸ் 1ஆம் கிளாஸ் பண்ணத ஐஏஎஸ்க்கு எப்படிங்க பண்ண முடியும்? நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? இட்ஸ் நாட் வாட் யூ see. இப்போ you have to have that discipline for to complete. See, I'll give you one portion. You have the discipline, you complete it. If you are not able to complete it, you ask me how to complete it. I'll tell you. But Anna, don't go for this. See, it's an absurd. நான் பார்த்த வரைக்கும் ஏன் அப்படின்னா, டுமாரோ யூ ஆர் an IAS. சரி, பாஸ் ஆயிட்டீங்க, மென்டாரிங் பண்ணீங்க, பாஸ் ஆயிட்டீங்க, டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ல உட்கார்ந்துருக்கீங்க, எப்படி வேலையை சமாளிப்பீங்க? புரியுதுல்ல? ஒரு அங்க அதான் இந்த கவுண்டமணி ஒரு படத்துல, போனு நானு போனு, இங்க இருந்து ஒரு போனு, இங்க இருந்து ஒரு போனு, அங்க இருந்து ஒரு ஃபைலு, எப்படி சமாளிப்பீங்க? சார், அது டெய்லி எனக்கு ஒரு டார்கெட் கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா நான் வந்து அதை முடிச்சிருவேன். Don't go into this habit. See, my students, I don't want to go into this habit. But anything that you want to ask, I'll be there. Anything that you can ask. See, in the point lada, I thought of solving all the. So what I will do is that all the previous year question we'll take. That is, see, in the class we will go to section. In this mentoring session, what I thought was we will have 2 weeks once we will have this session. Yeah, 2 weeks for you guys also. 2 weeks once. One question paper fully. Some 2013-12 like that we'll take. You solve and come. I will solve and come. Each question we will discuss. How did you solve? How did I solve? What did you solve? Why did you solve? And why did I solve? This is where we will discuss all this only. See, basically giving this everyday direction is a waste of time. Calling phone la waste of time. You do the previous year question, you come here, we will discuss it here. Why did you mark and sir, one only I marked. Why you marked one only? Why I marked a C answer? Something like that. This will be here. Here it will be 2 classes per week. It will be Tuesday, preferably Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, preferably Tuesday and Thursday. And I will tell you this, I have the severe phobia of rain. Okay, that is because when I wrote this exam for 10 years. All the exams used to be in November. Now they have changed it. When I used to write, it used to be November and December. My house is in Tambaram. So my problem in mains was, in this rain, how am I going to reach that? It used to be, the destination used to be Egmore. Do you know the distance between Tambaram and Egmore? 2 hours. My problem was to reach that place, not studying. Studying முடிச்சிரலாம். நாளைக்கு காலையில இங்க இருந்து எப்படி நான் அங்க போறேன்? Every mains. And it has become kind of எனக்கு அதுல ஒரு இது வந்து, ஏன்னா 8 times I wrote. 8 times இதே கதை தான். என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லாம் சொல்லுவான், என்னடா அங்க இருந்து டெம்போ பிடிச்சிட்டு வரியாடா அப்படி. See, அது ஏன் என்னன்னா எனக்கு தெரியாது. So I have this. இப்போ சேம் தான். I don't have a place in Anna Nagar. It's very costly here. See, this itself is very costly for me. Middle class தான், normal middle class தான். So my house is in Tambaram. சரியா? I come every day. I'll teach you. But ஆனா கரெக்டா அதனால தான் 11 o'clock I have kept it, because it takes 2 hours time. So if some rain comes, same problem happens. Only those classes will be shifted to online. Otherwise it will be here. If it is too much raining, see, அதான் எனக்கு புரியல. இப்போ தந்தி டிவில என்ன சொல்றாங்க, கடைசியா பாலிமரா தந்தி லோ பிரஸ் 1 weekல ஏதோ முடிச்சிட போறாங்களாமா, கதையை முடிக்க போறாங்களாமா. See, அது தெரியும்ல, அவங்களும் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு போர்டு வச்சிருக்காங்க. நம்ம நடத்துவோம். அது ஒரு விண்டின்னு ஒரு ஆப் இருக்கு. See, பாத்தீங்களா, கவுண்டர் கிளாக் வைஸ் இப்படி சுத்துது பாருங்க. அது அப்படித்தானே சுத்தம், கரெக்டா? அப்ப இப்படி சுத்தி இப்படி போகுது. இந்த பம்பரம் இந்த கேரம் போர்டு அடிக்கிற மாதிரி விளையாடுறாங்க. So we will also have, so this point, இது வந்து you have to give me that leverage. If something happens, so it will be online. Otherwise it will be a class here. Okay, any other doubts? And last, Acumen Marathon, I have this concept where I thought was, see, I have given this syllabus, right? Everyday syllabus. So it will be every day. Now I will put it with the date. So when it is starting, and I want one more week. Okay, one more week's time for starting, because some more students I wish to, if I wish to join them also, because it will help me more. சரியா? I'll put the administration, so she will be there. She also has exam, or MBA exam she is writing, so I want her to complete also. I'll start next week. I'll put the schedule now. Everyday schedule will be there. In this everyday schedule, one question I will give you. Okay, one question I will give you. This is for separate. This is separate. some people who have gotten in the acumen extra, whoever gotten, you write this question. So weekly 4 questions will be there, one topic will be there. Write this question, get it corrected. Okay, get it corrected and bring it to me for every week. Bring it, I will give you the reply. How do you write and what changes you have to make. This will happen till the syllabus. Okay, this is a separate thing. This some people wanted, so I have it here. Okay, basically this is the component. This is what I want you to check. But test also, I will repeat, if you want one extra all India test, one extra all India test. But all India test, I have seen those question papers. I don't think it comes closer to UPSC. Okay, UPSC question, our test batch. If you want one thing extra, one all India level, some question that you may have, please you can have. Okay, any other doubts you have? Online, it is mentoring on the I'll talk. Yeah, I'll see online on the, that's what I said, right? In this mentoring class, we will have a previous year question. Now I showed you one question paper, right? So full question paper we will try to solve. It will be a tedious process, but you have to solve and come. Then we will discuss the mentoring. So your problems, how you have not completed the subject, we will discuss that. Okay, through this. Okay. Yes, previous year question analysis is for the complete. Everything will be there. Okay, everything. See, this is the part I generally take. This I have kept it for people who have already attended. Any other doubts? Shall any of you have any doubts? You can. Chuma, you have a. wonder. See, சத்தியமா நீங்க நினைச்ச 1 hour பேசலாம். சத்தியமா நினைச்சேன் ஒரு 1 hour பேசுவோம் போதும். இப்போ இந்த எப்போ பேசணும் 11ல இருந்து இல்ல. ஸோ கிளாஸ் இப்படிதான் இருக்கும். Class, it will also be till 11 to 1:30. Any of you have any other doubts you have, we'll close. Otherwise we'll close. அதான் சொல்றேன். Shall we close? Okay, ma. Any of your friends also who want to join, please tell them. And it's a request that I made because as I said, எனக்கும் இந்த பாயிண்ட் என்னன்னா இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ரன் பண்றது கஷ்டமா தான் இருக்கு. டீச்சிங் இஸ் ஈஸி, பட் ஆனா இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஏன் இதுல கொஞ்சம் தமிழ்ல போயிடலாம் அவ்வளவுதான். ஏன் இந்த இந்த அது பேர் என்னது கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் அந்த பாயிண்ட்டுக்கெல்லாம் ஏன் வருது, இல்ல ட்ரிக் எல்லாம் ஏன் வருது அப்படின்னா, இட்ஸ் பேசிக்லி அவுட் ஆஃப் திஸ் காம்படிஷன் தான் எனக்கு தோணுது. ஏன்னா நான் பார்த்தேன், இது நான் சும்மா ஜென்ரலா சொல்றேன். நான் பார்த்தேன் ஒருத்தர் உங்களுக்கு நான் டீச் பண்றதுக்காகவே ஐஆர்எஸ் ரிசைன் பண்ணிட்டு வரேன். என் ஃப்ரெண்டும் இருக்கான், என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லாம் தலையிலே அடிச்சுக்கிறான். ஏன்டா இப்படி பண்றானுங்க? ஏன் வராங்கன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், அது தெரியும்ல, ஏன் வராங்கன்னு தெரியும்ல. இங்க டீச் அதாவது என்னோட டீச் பண்ணணும்னு வச்சுப்போமே, ஐஏஎம் போனோம். எனக்கு என்னோட ஃபைனல், நான் அதையும் சொல்லிடுறேன், என்னோட ஃபைனல் விஷ் எங்கேயா டீச்சர் ஆகணும், ப்ரொஃபஸர் ஆகணும். இது எக்ஸாம் முடிஞ்சுது, ரிசல்ட் மாட்டிக்கிச்சு, எங்க போறதுன்னு தெரியல, யாரும் வேலையும் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க, என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தெரியல. ஸோ ஐ ஸ்டார்டட். ஆனா ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஸர் நல்ல ஒரு 60 வயசுல, எனக்கு அப்படி ஒரு 60 வயசுல, இன்னும் நிறைய நாள் இருக்கு, பட் ஆனா இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆங்கிள் இருக்குல்ல இப்படி டீச் பண்றதுக்கு, இது அதை ப்ளீஸ் டோன்ட் பிலீவ். ஏன்னா நான் அதுலயே தான் பாக்குறேன், அதுல தான் நான் பாக்குறேன் எப்படி பேப்பர் படிக்காமலே நீங்க இந்த எக்ஸாமை கிளியர் பண்ணலாம். பேப்பர் படிக்கலன்னா இந்த எக்ஸாம் கிளியர் ஆகாது. நான் சொல்றேன் புரியுதா? நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. அந்த எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன்லாம் ஜென்யூனா என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நீங்க பாக்குறது தவிர்க்கிறது நல்லதுன்னு தோணுது. நீங்க பாஸ் ஆகிற வரைக்கும், பாஸ் ஆன அப்புறம் பாரு. சொல்றது புரியுதா? அதனாலதான் நான் இந்த மென்டாரிங்கும் ஒரே நிமிஷம் நான் இந்த மென்டாரிங்குங்க நான் இது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லிட்டு நான் விட்டுறேன். அவங்க இன்டர்வியூ போறாங்க, சரியா? இப்ப இன்டர்வியூ போறீங்கன்னா நீங்க யார்கிட்ட மென்டாரிங் வாங்குவீங்க? சரி, ஏற்கனவே இன்டர்வியூ போனவர் கேட்கலாம், சரி ஓகே ஒத்துக்கலாம். அவங்க என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க, ஏதோ ஒரு இதுல ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அதுல டெய்லி கிளாஸ், இன்டர்வியூ கிளாஸ் ஒருத்தன் வந்து எடுக்கிறான், டெல்லியில இருந்து எடுக்கிறான். நான் கேட்டேன், அவன் வந்து கிளாஸ் என்னென்ன நடந்துச்சு அதை விட்டுறலாம், அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடந்துச்சு. அப்புறம் நான் சொன்னேன், எதுக்கு நீங்க போய் அட்டன் பண்ணீங்க? இல்ல இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இதுல பார்த்தேன், அவங்க வந்து மென்டாரிங் பண்றாங்க. சரி, நான் அப்புறம் கேட்டேன், அந்த பையன் இன்டர்வியூ போயிருக்கானா? இல்ல, அவன் இப்பதான் எழுதுறான். நான் கேட்டேன், ஏமா நீ இன்டர்வியூ தானே போற, நீ உனக்கே புரியுதா இந்த கான்ட்ரடிக்ஷன் என்னன்னு? இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள், இது இது இன்னும் இது இந்த மாதிரி இன்னும் நிறைய எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லுவேன். இது சொல்லி டீச் பண்றதுக்குன்னு கேட்டேன். ஓகே, ஒரு அது எங்கன்னா ஒரு இன்ஸ்டியூட்ல கேட்டேன், சரியா? அந்த பையன் இன்ஸ்டியூட் வச்சிருக்கான். நான் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி டீச் பண்ண கேட்டேன். சரி ஓகே, டெமோ கிளாஸ் எடுக்க சொன்னான். சரி, டெமோ கிளாஸ் நான் எடுக்கிறேன் அப்படின்ட்டு. யாருக்கு எடுக்கணும்? எனக்கு தான் எடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா. சரி ஓகே, நான் எடுக்கிறேன். எப்போ இது நான் 7 மெயின்ஸ் இன்டர்வியூலாம் 4-5 போய் முடிஞ்சு வாழ்க்கையை வெறுத்து இருந்த டைம். அப்புறம் நான் கேட்டேன், உங்களுக்கு தான் டெமோ எடுக்கணுமா? நான் எடுக்கிறேன். சரி எடுக்கிறேன். நான் கேட்டேன், நீங்க எத்தனை அட்டம் எழுதுறீங்க? நான் இப்போதான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். என்னது? போன்ல எனக்கு புரியல. எனக்கு என்னன்னா, நான் இந்த எக்ஸாம் எழுதிட்டே இருந்தேனா, அதாவது இன்ஸ்டியூட் இருக்கு, என்னெல்லாம் சொல்ல மாட்டேன், இன்ஸ்டியூட் இருக்கு. டெமோ கிளாஸ் கேட்டான், டெமோ கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறேன்ட்டேன். யார் எடுக்க போறான்னா அவன் தான் பார்க்க போறேன்னா. சரி, நீங்க எத்தனை எழுதிருக்கீங்க? சரி, ஒரு ஜென்யூனான டவுட், நீங்க எத்தனை எழுதிருக்கீங்க? நான் இப்பதான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றேன்றான். சரி, உங்க டீம் யாரா அப்படின்னா, நானு ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஜினியர். என்ன எனக்கு என்ன புரியலன்னா, இப்போ இது ஒரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் நடக்குது. See how that come as an output. அதனாலதான் அந்த அவுட்புட் என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, எங்கேயோ அவங்க யாரோ ஒரு டாப்பர் சொல்றத பாத்துறாங்க, கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் இவங்களும் அடிச்சு விட்டுறாங்க. புரியுதா? கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் படிங்க, யூடியூப் அனாலிசிஸ் பாருங்க, 100 டெஸ்ட் எழுதுங்க. எக்ஸாம் அவங்க எழுதுனாங்களான்னு ஜென்யூனா பாருங்க. நீங்க அவங்க கிட்ட போயிட்டு ஸ்டேஜ்ல கேட்காதீங்க, அவங்க கிட்ட போயிட்டு பேசுங்க. அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்களோ செய்யுங்க. நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? அவங்க என்னென்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்றத கேட்டுட்டு யூ கோ ஃபார் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன். டோன்ட் கோ ஃபார் எனிதிங். ஏன்னா இந்த கடைசியா இன்னைக்கு ஹோம்ஒர்க் என்னன்னா, சதுரங்க வேட்டை பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? அதை பாருங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு நான் இதை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எல்லா கிளாஸ்லயும் சொல்லுவேன். சதுரங்க வேட்டை பார்த்துட்டு பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? யூடியூப்ல இருக்கு இல்லையா? நான் இன்னைக்கு குரூப்ல ஷேர் பண்றேன். அதுல இருந்து ஜனவரி கரண்ட் அஃபேர்ஸ் படிக்கிறீங்க பாத்தீங்களா, அந்த மாதிரி சதுரங்க வேட்டையில இருந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டெஸ்ட்ல கொஸ்டின் இருக்கும். அதை நீங்க பாத்துட்டீங்கன்னா தெளிவா புரிஞ்சுப்பீங்க. The mode towards this exam is previous year question, your books, your understanding and newspaper. யாரையும் கேட்காம இப்படியே நீங்க படிச்சீங்கன்னா கூட நீங்க இந்த எக்ஸாம் கிளியர் பண்ணிடலாம். யாருமே தேவையில்லை, சரியா? நான் உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஹெல்ப், அதான் ஒரு சின்ன ஹெல்ப்பா இருப்பேன், அவ்வளவுதான். சரியா? ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட்ங்க. சரி, தேங்க்யூ. ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட். தேங்க்யூ, ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட்.